All right, we are back with the new parts. One thing I realized I didn't put on was a steering bell crank. This goes in here, so unfortunately I've got to take part of the chassis apart to get to it. But that's okay, it shouldn't be too much work to get there. It's just 5 bolts. Oh, they gave us instructions. Isn't that nice? Yep, instructions. We don't need those. If I knew then what I know now, I would have probably taken those instructions a little more seriously. We'll just figure it out. And by figure it out, I think we mean we'll just do this several times while we're doing this build. Maybe we should have listened to the instructions after all. Because isn't that part of the fun? Okay, so here's the bell crank. Here's some screws. So let's see what we need to do. Well, let's get this out all the way. Any guess how long it'll be before I resort to the instructions? If you have any thoughts, put them in the comments below. So I'm thinking this goes on here. Okay, that looks like that's about right. Then I'll need my steering servo, my servo saver, just somewhere. And that'll go to this, so when the servo moves, it'll move the bell crank. It doesn't move very far. Is that far enough? Is it catching on anything? Oh, it's catching. It's catching right there. Yeah, it's just a little bit higher. It doesn't catch. So let's see. So I doubt it goes upside down like this. That doesn't make sense. So it must go here. As it turns, these two pieces right here are catching right there. I'm guessing filing that out is probably not the right solution, so let's see if they gave us a washer or something. No washers. They don't look like they slide up and down on that. But it just catches. If it's just a little higher. it doesn't catch. So I don't know, maybe we will have to shave off just a fraction right there. Yeah, maybe. Let's take this off and see if we can see a little better. Okay, we'll put those screws back so I don't lose them. We'll just screw them in a little bit. There we go. Okay, well, let's take a look at this a little closer now. So it's definitely hitting, there's this little bar right here, it's hitting that bar. Hits it pretty good. All right, let's see if the instructions say there's something there. Okay, we're back. And if you can see it, there's not much room there. There's just a little bit there that needed to come off. Just maybe about 3 or 4 human hairs. It wasn't very thick at all. But now it moves real nice and smooth and goes full travel. So we are ready to start putting things back together. Didn't really need those instructions anyways. Okay, so now let's see what we need to put together. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. I'm gonna guess that those 5 screws probably go in those 5 holes. 3 of them go with other components we haven't installed yet. Let's see, does this go in here? Doesn't look like anything goes in there. It almost has to go in there. Well, that's pretty tall. See, that's coming through the bottom right there. So there's where that regret comes in. Okay, we're not doing that. Now we're going to take them all the way back up. Okay, I guess we'll go back to the instructions. See if that's where they say those screws are supposed to go. Yes, it is. So part of the fun of doing this without a kit is figuring out what parts are the right parts. See, they fit right there. You know, that might just be tight enough. Oh, it's got a little bit of play. Let's see, how much play does it have? Got a bit. All right, so next step is going to be cutting that off, cutting these two screws probably about here, just a little bit off of them, so that when I sink them in, they don't come through the bottom of the chassis. And then what that should do is that'll allow these to hold everything together here. And, well, actually, I don't think I really need it. We'll go without them for now. All right, so we'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, sorry about that. My GoPro lost its filled its SD card, so just using another one temporarily and copying stuff off the other. So this is a little bit loose when I put this on. So what I thought was I just have a couple of washers laying around. I think if I just put those washers right there, that it might make a difference. So we're gonna try it. What's the worst that can happen? It fails and life as we know it ceases to exist. Actually, with the way last year went, I guess that's a possibility, huh? But I think this is going to be great, just like 2021. There. So we'll see how this works out. Yeah, I think that'll work out great. The right instructions to look at turned out to be these slash build instructions in the exploded view, which showed us exactly what washers and screws we needed to use. Wish I would have done that from the beginning. That feels good. And that moves around just fine. And up and down, not very much at all. There. Okay, steering is great again. Now, on to this little fun piece. So the piece I went to the hobby store to get were these. These are steering turnbuckles. So the way they work, they go on. I have no idea how they go on this actually. We'll just figure it out. They go, let's see, they use these. This is left, that's left. And these should be omnidirectional. So they're going to go like this. And then like this, right here. Just like that. Except that's the wrong way. Got to go this way. Okay, so these are going to go like this. And they go like this because that's what they do. No, they go this way because this is how the steering all comes in from the back. And this hooks up to a bar that go, or a tow bar, or a turnbuckle that goes here. And then, so these will turn with that. And so this all gets put together like this. And then as you turn, this will go back and forth. Doesn't feel like it's turning very well. Whoops. This will be the fun part because I have no instructions for this. But I'm sure it goes that way. Okay, so let's just start putting it together and see where it leads us. So this should go through here. Ooh, that's a little bit loose. Okay, that won't work. Maybe that's what this is for. Maybe I'm gonna need more of these. Does this go all the way through there? Not really. Does it go this way? Yeah, that's going to go through here. Okay, so I'll need another set of these. I don't have another set. There. Okay, so this, and more of those pesky E-clips will be used to put the steering knuckle on the other thing. Can't think of what it's called right now. That's all right. Names don't matter. So let's see if this one will fit. This one seems bigger. There, got it. So let's see if this fits in here. It does. Excellent. Okay, so now this goes in, this goes like this, and this screw goes, oops, this is right, okay. Remember, these are directional, the other ones are not. So we're just going to stub these in right now just to make sure that we get them in. Let's see how it works. And this is probably the wrong screw because I had the wrong screw out. So now we got to find the other right screw, which is not that. It's probably this one right here. Yep. Okay, and then this goes here like this. I'm not sure if it matters if you go in from the front or back putting these in. Going in from the front just seemed to make sense. Those are on the wrong sides. Right and left. No? They don't say they are, but they're catching on the, I think they're on the wrong sides. So let's try changing them around. Nope. That's definitely not right. Wow, that's interesting. Oops. Okay, let's try putting one in each way. So there's that one. It seems to catch a little bit on that. And let's put this one in the opposite direction so we know they're there. Well, that's definitely not right. It won't even go in that way. Or will it? It will. And they both seem to catch exactly the same on both sides. Okay. What if we put it this way? It almost looks like that needs to go in like that. Well, that didn't work. Let's see, it goes this way. But it really doesn't feel like it wants to go that way. Okay, right side, right side. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look at another car. Okay, here we have a Bandit. And so this should match pretty close to what we're trying to put together over here. So what we're seeing is seeing pieces fall. Okay, I have that on the right way. And it looks like it is kind of bound up on this one too. Okay, I see. Maybe we're all right. Oops, I just lost something. Oh, good thing we're not using this car anymore. There's a little pin that goes in the, well, I'll just show you where it goes. There's a little pin that goes right here on the axle, and that holds the tire on, also holds the axle on. And that pin just fell out on this, and I don't know where it went, but that's okay. I'll find it later. Or not find it later. Okay, so we should be able to just twist this right on. And we'll twist the other side right on. This is a little bindy, but not too bad. I think it'll work itself out. Just a little bit of work and play. The other side's nice and loose, but this side does need a little bit of work. If need be, we'll just take this off and sand it a little bit more. We'll try that later if we have to. Okay, well, we're gonna stop for now and get back to this later.